Today's topic is after pressure wash the concrete, what we should do, or soon after you put new concrete, what we should do. You probably can hear my kids having class, online class behind the piano class. So to start with, little story. I other day I got a job from another cleaning company who did a pressure washing job and could not remove sort of like a mark, and then they called me, Jason. No, we did the job, but one area, a couple of areas, some marks didn't come up with our machine. We know you are the king of deep cleaner. Can you please come and help? And I was like, no, I can't say no. So yeah, I packed up my gear. I didn't call my staff. I went there. It's one of those, rich suburbs in Melbourne, Toorak. And yeah, when I went there, yeah, everything was clean except for those marks. I straight away realized I doubt that I can clean it. But anyway, it was a little bit like a challenge as well. So I take my machines off and put the chemical. I was like cleaning, I tried different things. It didn't come up in the beginning, and it didn't come up in the middle, and it didn't come up at the end as well. Maybe just a tiny little bit different, but now then I realized it doesn't matter. I'm the king of deep cleaner. Still, there are things like stains. Stains mean permanent. When you come to porous surfaces, including concrete, very porous. Stones, sandstones, really porous. The most non-porous surface is diamond, I suppose. Even though diamond, some liquids, when we put into the diamond, it might go into the diamond. So that means almost all the stones need to seal if you put those if you put those porous surfaces into everyday surfaces like floors and things like where you get foot traffic and where you might get stains. I highly recommend to seal it. So at that job I was talking about, nothing I could do. It was there are I can count jobs in my past that I couldn't do. So that was one of the job. And can I put the blame to myself? I don't think so. So if you are planning to put a concrete floor where you might think you're gonna have a party, a crazy 21st birthday party, where you're gonna have every possible thing can happen, I highly recommend seal it. Or even driveway, your car might leak. One of those. One day I got a phone call from a customer. If the next door neighbor was cutting some trees, looping some of those branches and thing, and that customer's tradie came with a cherry picker, and cherry picker's hydraulic coil, just one of the pipes blasted, those hydraulic coil came into the next neighbor's driveway and completely ruined the driveway. It was a massive insurance claim. I reckon end of the day it's like this. I couldn't go and clean it, and she happened to get the claim and then put new. I can't remember, it was concrete. I think it was bluestone or something. So any kind of porous surfaces, I highly recommend the first place, get it sealed. Sealing means not painting. You put something natural, you still want that concrete look, the natural look. Seal in a way that you protect the the natural look of the surface. I mean, if it's your thing, it's my thing. Uh, if I put bluestone onto my pavers, because I like bluestone, I don't want to cover bluestone with a paint. I want to see bluestone, so always I go with a natural sealer. I just want a protection. And on the other hand, if something happened, like something like this, concrete area, and they are stain, you cannot do anything, rather than you leave the stain there and looking at it every single day, morning or whatever time you go home. Rather than that, I would recommend then a colored concrete sealer. I will put a link down below, a chart of colors that you can do. If you call me, if you're in Melbourne, I can come and color your concrete. That's the only way you can shade off the mark, or you can fully color the concrete entire area. It's what can I say, rather than you looking at the stain and then worrying, and every time you have a party or something get together at your house, your friends ask what is that stain, and again and again it probably going to give you frustrations, things like that. That's very ugly. Why not color the concrete? Basically what you do a really good pressure clean. If just get a company to thoroughly pressure wash, because when you coloring the concrete or even painting the concrete, if painting your thing, doesn't matter what you do, how you gonna seal it or paint it, you must thoroughly thoroughly clean. I mean, it cannot have any organic material. That's mean moss, mildew, lichens, those green color stuff cannot be on it, and also shouldn't have any flaky things. If it has a old paint or something, everything has to strip off. End of the day, concrete has to be concrete before seal, nothing else. So a really good preparation. That's where see-through property services come, specialize in. We have those dedicated steam cleaning machines. We can thoroughly prepare. But if it's just dirty, you can, get a Karch or gurney in Bunnings. If you're in Australia or other parts in the world, you have access to a pressure washer, and then do a cleaning. Except you have something really solid that you cannot clean, then you must get a good professional cleaning company, pressure washing company, to prepare the surface, and then go ahead and put a sealer or paint. My personal belief and recommendation is never go with paints, because paints mean staying on the top. Paint doesn't go into the surface. That's why you call it paint. When it comes to floor coating, there are three things. To be easy, one thing is topical sealer. Paint, your normal paint is a topical sealer. Topical means stay on the top, doesn't go down. And then second one is penetrating sealer, which is go a little bit deep into the surface. And then the other one is impregnating sealer. It will go much deeper into the surface. So three things for you is to remember: topical sealer, penetrating sealer, and impregnating sealer. I always recommend impregnating or penetrating sealer, because it's the most natural look for your surface and doesn't flake off and stay on the surface for long, because it doesn't affect by the sun that much, because it doesn't stay on the top, so sun can't hit the inside. It can eventually, but the life of the sealer is much longer than the paint and most natural. And when it's weighing out, it weighs out like without even knowing. While the paint, when paint peeling off, it weighs off flaking, and it's a huge mess when it's flaking off. So I will put a link. Download this link. It will be a PDF file. All the colors that I can do if you're in Melbourne to your concrete. If you think you should color your concrete, or other hand, your house may be 40 years old and you want to give it a new look and you want to color all the concrete paving areas. That's also another situation. Yep, you might think coloring the concrete. Buying a new house or building a house and thinking of putting a porous surface like concrete surface, consider sealing the surface in the first place, or otherwise do not have parties, do not drive a car on it. Not practical, isn't it? Yeah, so that is the little video. Yes, I'm the king of deep cleaner, but when it comes to permanent stains, I can't help you. Alrighty, so thank you very much, and stay safe. If you're in Melbourne, still be very, very careful. I'm not quite sure about other parts of the world, and I see you on another video. I want to do a video at least every other day, but let's see how it goes. I'll see you next time, and until that, bye for now. See you.